for your money right now. Your first home purchase can be both exciting and very intimidating. The best way to avoid any potential pitfalls is to be aware of the mistakes other first-time buyers have made. Our financial expert, Andy Mattingly, is with us today to discuss the mistakes to avoid when buying a home. Andy, a pleasure to have you as always, my friend. Let's get right to it here. What is a common mistake to avoid when buying a home?
Well, people don't really realize what it costs to own a home, and they buy more home than they can really afford. They may qualify for a higher amount, but they forget that, a new home comes with, taxes and increased insurance costs and increased utility costs. So you always need to make sure you don't make that mistake of buying too much of a home.
Gotcha. Is there a step to take then before beginning the buying process?
Yeah, before you even talk to a mortgage professional or a realtor or start looking at homes, you need to look at all three of your credit reports from all three agencies, because all mortgage lenders do something what's called a tri-merge, and they look at all three credit reports. So you want to clear up any errors or anything like that, so you make sure you can get the best rate and the best program.
So why is it so important then to choose the right mortgage lender?
Well, as a first-time home buyer, you're going to be eligible for a lot of different programs that are only available for first-time home buyers, like FHA loans and VA loans and USDA loans and down payment assistance, and not having to have as much of a down payment. So you want to find a lender that offers all of those programs. So talk to a couple and see who offers the most, because not all lenders offer all of those programs.
All right, break down for us a common mistake that people make when attempting to buy a fixer-upper home. Those have become so popular lately.
Yeah, and when it's your first time doing it, the biggest mistake is they miscalculate how much it's going to cost and renovate the house. And then adding to the problem is that if they've used a large portion of their savings, they don't have any extra money because you can't borrow anymore. So always get lots of estimates and always have a large contingency budget, because what goes with the renovation always are delays and cost overruns. So that's where a lot of people get caught up, is they don't have any extra funds and they kind of have to stop the renovation.
All right, real quick here, break down for us one of the biggest mistakes to avoid, if you had to sum things up for people here.
Yeah, it's first-time home buyers. They want to make the biggest down payment possible because maybe they want to avoid the private mortgage insurance. So they use up all of their emergency savings, which is really not a smart move, because when you buy a house, you're going to have some costs to, do things, appliances break, things like that. Or you could have other financial issues, and now you have this big house to pay for, and you don't have an emergency fund to help you get through it. So don't use all of your emergency fund savings to put down that big down payment.
All right, good advice. Andy, thanks as always. We'll see you next week.
Okay, thanks, Nick.